In our responsorial song, the response is, "The vineyard of the Lord is the house of Israel." The vineyard of the Lord is the house of Israel. It means that the gospel, the parable that we have this morning refers to Israel, the chosen people, the vineyard of the Lord. In the first reading, we learned that God had chosen and prepared this vineyard in order to bear good fruits. But what happened? It bears sour grapes. And so also, in our gospel this morning, it is very, very clear that the owner of the vineyard prepared first everything before leasing it or endorsing it to the tenants. He prepared everything. He makes those hedges around, dug a winepress in it, and built a tower. Then he leased it to tenants. It means that everything was prepared by the landowner. Everything is ready to be taken over and to be cared for. But what had happened? When the proper time came, harvest time came, the landowner sent his servants in order to claim what is his share of the produce. But the tenants killed them, destroyed them. And the last one sent by the landowner is his son, knowing that maybe if his son will request for what is just to his father, the tenants will give back. But what happened? They killed the son. And all this referred to our Lord Jesus Christ. When God gives everything to Israel as a vineyard, prepare everything for their good, freeing them from slavery, from Egypt, and give them the promised land, protecting them from enemies. But what had happened? They claim. They become gods. They do not follow the one who freed them. And so God even sent prophets and kings in order to remind them their obligations to be faithful and to follow His commands. But they even killed the kings and the prophets until He sent His only Son, our Lord Jesus Christ. But still, they killed Jesus. My dear friends, our world, our place, our community is a vineyard. Our family, is a vineyard. Our barangay is a vineyard prepared by God for us. We are tenants. And when we say tenants, we are not owners. We are caregivers. So much so that we are expected to return back the good produce of what has been handed over us. If God handed you a family, take good care of your family. Make your vineyard a fruitful vineyard. Make your vineyard produce sweet grapes and not the sour ones. Influence everybody to be God-fearing and to be faithful to the gospel, to what our Lord had taught us. And in that way, that vineyard will grow more. That vineyard will not be taken back from you. I am tempted to say about our barangay, and that is because barangay election for our officers is fast approaching. Kung ang ating barangay ay hinahabilin sa atin ng Diyos na parang vineyard, parang taniman ng masasarap at matatamis na ubas. At pipili siya ng mga caregivers. Pipili siya ng mga tenants sa pamamagitan natin, sa pamamagitan ng mga tao na sila yung mag-i-elect ng kanilang mga opisyal sa kanilang barangay. At kapag ma-elect na itong mga opisyal by the people who are the voice of God, then anong klaseng paraan, anong klaseng pag-asikaso, pag-alaga sa ating mga kababayan, sa ating mga kabarangay, na magandang paalaala na maaga pa para sa mga ma-elect na mga opisyal ng ating barangay. Binigay sa inyo ng Diyos, inihabilin sa inyo ang mga tao. Sila ay mga ubas na dapat magbunga ng maganda, na dapat magbunga ng matamis, na dapat mag-produce ng enough para sa lahat. Paano natin pabungahin ng maganda ang ating ubasan? Ang ubasan, remember, ay binigay sa inyo upang alagaan. Hindi sa inyo yan. You are mere caregiver. You are mere tenants. But a good tenants always remember the giver. The good tenants always remember the things that the owner had given to them. Merong mga patakaran, merong rules, merong guidelines Merong batas. At ang batas ay para sa lahat at hindi para sa nag-i-implement ng batas. Ang sabi ng ating Panginoon, kapag inabuso ng isang tenant ang inihabilin sa kanya, ito ay kukunin sa kanya. Ito ay ibibigay sa iba. At dapat lang, di ba? Dapat lang. Ayaw natin ang magulo. Ayaw natin ang ganid. Ayaw natin yung mga selfish na mga officials. Ayaw natin yung akala mo sila na yung may-ari ng kanilang mga vineyard. At certainly, if these things happen, magulo ang ating paligid. So, napakagandang reminder para sa lahat-lahat ng mga opisyal na itong gawain, itong trabaho ay para sa kabutihan ng mamamayan. Ang mamamayan ay hindi para sa inyo na kayo ang may-ari, na aabusuhin nyo. Ang mamamayan ay dapat lamang alagaan. Pagdasal natin, mga kapatid, sa darating na eleksyon sa barangay at nasyonal, lokal, maalaala ito lahat ng mga opisyal na ito ay isang habilin ng Diyos. Malaking responsibilidad para sa lahat ng binigyan ng pagkakataon. Ipagdasal natin sa ating mahal na ina. We are in the month of October, the month of the Rosary. We are in the month of October, the month of missionaries. Because all officials are like missionaries. They have missions in their life to bring the good news, to bring good tidings to His people. Certainly, kung tayo lang hindi natin kaya, kaya hilingin natin sa ating mahal na ina na tulungan itong mga pinili natin na maging tapat sa utos ng Diyos.